Hello and welcome to today's video of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. It is day 46, I believe, of the Marathon 2 Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Um, so far we've found out that we are some nameless guy at Abstergo Entertainment who is reliving the life of
I've made my
Edward
choice,
Kenway.
Annie. I'm calling her the Jackdaw. A sly bird I loved as a child back in Swansea.
A dark little creature, no?
Did it rub you wrong when I took this brig as mine own?
It was the sort of rub I have learned to endure, sailing among faces of such fairness.
It's true. Most of these men wouldn't accept you as a captain. So what fair role would complement such unfairness?
I'll be your quartermaster. Nothing less.
All right. And as quartermaster, have you any immediate counsel for this tyro captain?
Rest and repast would do us good before Nassau. Water for drinking. Hunting for food and repairs.
Well reasoned, sir. Hunting, it shall be. We'll find a decent place to drop anchor. Despite a few items in the hold earlier, powder and a few pistols, I think I'll fashion a second holster if I can.
It's a good start.
One you find laughable.
Could we talk a moment about the condition of the ship?
What's the trouble?
I had a walk about the gun deck this morning and couldn't stand for what I saw. A clutter of linstocks heaped like tinder, and one with a slow match still burning.
Christ.
And just nearby, 2 barrels of gunpowder, closer than man and wife, fit to explode at the touch of a spark.
We'll stow ours good and proper.
As for the cannons, they might as well be tossed. Clogs touch holes in need of scraping, corrosion on the bodies, barrel swabs as naked as knives, and breech ropes so rotted, I could use them for knitting yarn. The short of it is, we need good equipment kept in fine condition. But we cannot win every battle with snares and shouts. So worry about your own armament when it suits you. But don't forget about your jackdaw as well.
No, indeed. We'll make it a point to keep this ship and its crew in fine condition.
So, as I was saying, we are reliving blah, 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 blah. We are reliving the life of Edward Kenway, as we are told by Abstergo Entertainment for, I don't remember if they said it was a movie, a TV series, or a video game, but some form of entertainment based on the life of Caribbean pirates. As the life of Kenway, we have murdered and taken the clothing of Duncan Walpole, and at the meeting of a Templar council, we were discovered and beaten, and then set presumably to die when the Spanish treasure fleet was sunk by a hurricane. The Templars that we know now are searching for a man they called a sage, whose last name is Roberts. They took his blood, and other than that, all we know is they're looking for something called the Observatory. Alright, let's do some hunting and crafting, because we're still in the learning phase of this game. It's an iguana. Today, we're going to talk about one of the Templars we met yesterday. Sorry about that. I had expected my air conditioning to kick in, but that is something else I was listening to. So please forgive that jump cut. We'll be talking about one of the Templars that we met the other day named Julien Casse. And we will also talk about Nassau. But we're going to wait until we get a little bit closer to meeting Nassau before we talk about Nassau, Bahamas. Let's see. Need another iguana. That's right, he can't run in Eagle Vision. Where's Ezio when you need him? He could run in Eagle Vision. Anyone else run in Eagle Vision? Altair couldn't. Altair couldn't move in Eagle Vision. There's an ocelot. Not even going to take a chance. We're just going to shoot it in the face. Let's see, we need another iguana. And we need another ocelot. Oh, there's an ocelot. Let's see if we can... Nope. That's... That was weird. Very, very weird. Alright, now we need another iguana. There. Thing moves quick. Oh, it's a crab. I was like, hey, look at that cool little spider. That's not a spider, that's a crab. Alright, let's craft a new holster. And the health upgrade. Now we get to meet Adewale. Now if I see another ocelot here while I'm in this tree, so gonna stab it. It's an ocelot, I wonder if I can get over there. There's another one. I want to see if I can get that hidden. That, Got it. Sweet. Rock on. Alright, now since we've already done that, let's just get in that boat and go talk to, Adewale. Because in that boat is much easier than swimming.
Ahoy, Captain. Find what you need.
My needs and wants are oceans apart, mate. But I did fashion myself a new holster. All I need now is a pistol to lie in it.
Yeah. Taken from the holds, just as you said.
Little more than a blowpipe. But it'll do. So, are we rested? Or should we idle a while longer?
Best way anchor. I think the crew is itching to reach civilization.
You'll find no civilization in Nassau. But it's a fine place to be merry all the same. Get the mainsails into the wind! Tops! Gallants! Royals! Studs!
Topsails, gallants, and royals!
Alright. So, here we go. While we're going along here, I want to make sure that I download the Assassin's Creed 4 companion app, because with that companion app I can earn money all day, and that is going to be very necessary when it comes to that fort might be a problem. Alright, when it comes to oh, alright, I'll take that. Upgrading the boat for the end of the game. Upgrading the ship.
Go on, Captain Queernabs. Tell me I'm under arrest. Tell me!
Them your breads.
Fly away, boyo! Back to your master!
Aye. We was privateers together before the wars ended. I'll see you ashore.
I wonder why it's not showing up. That's really weird. Like the Unity app is coming up, but not the Assassin's Creed 4 app. I wonder if it's not compatible for my phone anymore. Huh. That makes me sad. I'll have to Google it tomorrow. Because I run an Android. Which I'm sure some of you are going to tell me that's probably my problem. This place is run down, isn't it? But this is Nassau, which is the capital and largest city of the Bahamas. First known as Charlestown, Nassau was founded in 1670 by British settlers. The town would be burned to the ground by the Spanish in a raid in 1684. Rebuilt and named Nassau in 1695 under the governorship of Nicholas Trott. Did I run past it? Might as well climb this peachy church so I get a fast travel point. Trout named it in the honor of the King of England. I'm sorry, not just the King of England, he was also the King of Scotland and Ireland, William III. He belonged to a branch of the House of Nassau, ultimately deriving from the town of Nassau in Germany. After Trout, Nassau would fall on hard times from the lack of effective governors. In 1703, Spanish and French forces would occupy the city. Excuse me. Did I run past the bar and then the... Yep. Mission was at the top of the bar. Alright, so we'll go through this cutscene and then we'll talk about the French and Spanish occupation.
By God, you're a sight for salty eyes. Come you in and have a drink.
Morning, all.
I can wait. Who's this?
Adewale, the Jackdaw's quartermaster.
Jackdaw. You named your brig after a poxy bird.
Ade, these lads are the better part of our growing confederacy here. Ed Thatch, Ben Hornigold, James Kidd.
You let him carry a pistol, do you?
Peace, Ben. Ade saved my life. And now we're looking to find a crew to fill out the rest of my ship.
Well, there's scores of capable men about. But use caution. A shipload of the King's sailors showed up before night back, causing trouble and knocking about like they own the place.
Right. I'll see who I can muster.
And yes, we will talk about those three and who they are, but we will not do that until later in the game. Alright, disarm and kill guards.
Send any men you find to the Jackdaw. I'll put them to work.
Cheers, Ade.
Well, if we have to disarm them,
Don't you go nosing around here.
about I just punch this guy in the face and then start taking their weapon. Oh! Oh, I can't. Wow, that's not the right move. Nope, it isn't either.
I've got you in my sights.
These not the right guys? Yeah, let me show you how to do that. I didn't kill you? Alright, how about that one? Whoa! Alright, so we have the Spanish and French occupation. Oh, well, these guys are going to help out, we're just going to run. In 1703. And from that occupation to 1718, the city would not have a governor. And in 1713, it would become a pirate haven, which is kind of what we're seeing now. Come at me. Ah, the horrible timing, wasn't it? As soon as I shot him in the face, that guy up there shot me. Please leave me alone. I need to regenerate my health. Man, I play on the Xbox One, so there's haptic feedback in the triggers, and when Edward's about to die, they go off like crazy. Alright, so in 1718, the British would look to regain control of the Bahamas. and would appoint Captain Woodes Rogers as royal governor. And yes, we did meet Woodes Rogers at the Templar meeting, and yes, we will talk more about him at another time. Ouch. I hit the wrong button.
Come on, don't lose the shit!
Just in case they decide to come around the corner. Don't know if you can hear it or not, but that humming, that's kind of faint, or at least I think it's kind of faint. It's louder than the sound of my TV though, is my washing machine. Probably should shut the door so we can't hear it. So the British would appoint Captain Woodes Rogers to the governor in 1718. He would go on and clean up Nassau, rebuild the fort, going so far as using his own wealth to do this. Oh yeah, I ran right into a shanty. That's pretty cool. They float away in this.
You're a crow's dinner either way, Jack. Just accept it.
Cool, I think.
You are mad. I will scrape you off my boots.
Oh, that'll work.
Grazie. My thanks. I'm your man now, Capitano.
So he, of course, would use his own money. Woodes Rogers, that is, would come and use his own money to attempt to overcome issues that he was having with the Bahamas and the pirates. During the American Revolution, so what we saw in Assassin's Creed 3, Nassau would experience an economic boom as the city would grow, and they would also use, during the growth, there were swamps that were mosquito breeding grounds, and they would fill in the swamps as they were growing.
One way or another, you'll come, dog. I'll bathe in your blood before I wear your chains.
Thanks. Kenway, isn't it?
Wasn't even moving, and he knocked
I'm
himself
with you.
out. All right, shoot the rope to save a pirate. I could probably do. Oh, that's because it's a. I took a knife. That would explain it. In 1776, the American colonial Marines would actually have a brief occupation of a city.
On his hands.
Cool. Wondered if I get that through. They would actually call earning the occupation the Battle of Nassau.
Thank you. Heartily, Edward.
And the last little bit of history from Nassau that I found was that during the American Civil War, which was fought between 1861 and 1865. That Nassau would be a safe haven port for Confederate blockade runners. And now, if my memory serves, it's a big cruise port full of tourism and stuff. But don't get too deep into current history, I guess.
Now you'll want to sail somewhere rich with plunder.
Have you heard of a place called the Observatory?
Aye. It's an old legend, like El Dorado or the Fountain of Youth.
What have you heard?
It's meant to be a temple or a tomb, hiding a treasure of some kind.
That's it. See here.
Oh, rot. It's fairy stories you prefer to gold, is it?
It's worth more than gold, Thatch. 10,000 times above what we could pull off any Spanish ship.
Robbing the king to pay his porpoise is how we earn our keep here, lad. It ain't a fortune. It's a fantasy.
The first time I saw that. And I'm not going to tell you what it was. Oops. Kicked the camera. Didn't mean to. But, yeah, that was interesting. I'll point it out later in the story. I just try to remember where that happened. I'm going to try to tackle that guy. And then we're going to... Come here!
A pirate! No! Do I need to fetch the authorities, Agent? Pirate! What now if you value your life? I need a drink.
Alright, I'm done with you. Yep, totally done with him. I almost shot him because I was so done with him. Hey, look, the lady just spawned out of nowhere.
Morning, Kenway.
Not a bad-looking tinderbox you got there.
You sound a bit green, Horny Gold. Is it envy? Because mine's bigger than yours.
No, I reckon it's this Jamaican funk. I prefer the Spanish stuff. So, you've got yourself a fancy brig now. Fine. Well, I'm gonna teach you how to sail her right. And how to take a prize the proper way. Thatch, we'll catch you up at the old fishing village.
Aye.
Alright, back to sailing. I am kind of sad about that game, though. It's very frustrating.
Where's your helmsman, Kenway?
I take pride in piloting my own ships, Ben. Keeps me alert.
Let's make some headway, shall we?
I've no need for schooling. How many prizes did we take together as privateers?
There's a chasm of difference between joining a raid and captaining one. We're looking out for merchants, boys! Them that's fat with cargo! Find us a schooner with that spyglass, Kenway. You'll get yourself a glimpse of what sort of cargo they're shipping, and a general idea of their toughness. Are you trifling with me, lad? Take out your spyglass.
Wheels down! Catch some wind! Let's catch some wind, lads!
As much sail as you can!
Crowd on all the sail we have!
I lured him down with a golden chain.
You won't find nothing squinting into the sun.
I actually have to find the
Use
schooner.
your glass.
There you are.
I carried him away to Montego Bay.
I love the shanties,
Good.
so do not
us
be
in close.
surprised if you
After
catch
you
me
Project
singing them.
respect that you would never give yourself. This weaves a spell for soft minds.
Keep them back! That's one of the swamps! That's one of our dead!
Love using the swivel guns to take out as many as I can to keep the boarding simple. It saves lives.
Que tengo un buen dia, senor. I am Captain Hornigold. This is my crew. We're sailors like yourselves, but quite unalike in our purpose. For we intend to take all that you own. Yet no harm shall befall any man so long as he remains at ease. Is that clear?
No me mate, señor. Tengo familia. Se lo suplico.
Anyone speak English? Inglés?
Little bit.
Tell your friends we're stealing your goods, and we won't hurt nobody if everyone stays as still as a sandbar. You got that?
Please to repeat.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Lock him in the hold, and take everything that isn't nailed down.
Not everyone speaks the king's English.
They cannot stand again. Enemy making for us, sir.
It's a shaky feeling sailing about with this much stolen cargo.
Get used to it. We'll need to take a few more prizes to make this a profitable day.
That's bloody missed! Ready to fire, sir! Careful, Captain! Fire! Fire! Did they drink? Ease off the wind! Reef the men! Pull up guns! Loot floating by.
We got a lot of good cargo out of that, didn't we?
Crowd it all on! Unfurl aloft! Man your sheets!
Alright. Let's find something good. What's that guy got? Hopefully he's got metal. Wooden cloth. That'll do. Ship's beautiful though, other than that ratty black flag. And I did just look apparently on the Ubi website forum as I was going through. Apparently, my device is not compatible. It is too new. You only got fire barrels. Oh, I didn't finish turning.
Awaiting orders! Fire! Press for Empire! Almost ready! Ready to fire, sir! Fire! Planks!
Can I just sink it fully? What's this guy got? Cloth and rum.
More sail! More sail! Fire! Let's get exposed! Take the shots up! Fire! Hostile warship closing! Squeeze! Brace! We're gonna hit them! Drag them to their doom!
Yeah, frigates are easy. You just shoot them with the swivel guns and be done with it.
Take today, can we? Half a dozen scores of that size and you'll be set for a year. Now let's sell this cargo and fix up your jackdaw with a few more trinkets.
Sort of, yeah. I'm looking for a prize that'll set me up for life. I'll be king of the West Indies then.
We came to Nassau to get away from the likes of kings.
Well, I'll be a man of property and promise anyway.
Jesus, let that dream go, lad. Nassau is the place to be, not England.
Do you ever dream of the big score? A ship so full of gold and silver, just split it and sail home.
Sure, but it's only a dream. Every man hopes to find a dozen chests of gold with no owners. They're as rare as an honest king.
Oh, do me Johnny Poker, we'll all go on a jamboree. Do me Johnny Poker, do. Oh, do me Johnny Poker, the packet is a rolling. Do me Johnny Poker.
Sounds like my laundry's done.
Oh, do me Johnny Poker, we're pulling all together. Do me Johnny Poker, do. Oh, do me Johnny Poker, we'll hope for better weather. Do me Johnny Poker, do. Oh, do me Johnny Poker, and soon we'll be in London town. Do me Johnny Poker, do. Oh, do me Johnny Poker, come rock and roll me over. Do me Johnny Poker, do.
I'll go around. Alright, what is it? Most of these guys just have gunboats. Takes forever to turn these guys. Not even singing. It's what's sailing without a shanty, man. Cloth and rum, we can take it. Wish I had mortars though.
Knocking him up, sir! Vulnerable there, Captain! Shoot them,
We want to try not to sink it, because if we sink it, we lose half the cargo. We don't want that.
Hold down! Hold down! Don't lie about! Get to your seats and hold! Pull them down to hell, lads!
When's this ship gonna turn? Oh, that was horrible. Might work. Pretty good score, that one.
Ground on every
What we're
inch of
taking,
sail.
we can improve the ship, Captain.
You really, when you're playing, if you're playing it yourself, you really want to pay attention for is it iron? I don't remember if they call it stone. No, it's not stone. Stones and rogue. Metal. I believe it's called metal.
Brace your balls, we're coming together.
Oops.
Douse the royals, come!
I think we've lost them, sir.
Reef! Shorten all sails!
Bring it all sail, gammon tight.
Because it's the most, metal is the hardest to find. So if you find a good score of metal, take it. Because that's, you really need metal to upgrade your, like, and I don't think you can trade for it either. Now that I think about it, I wish you could.
Not a bad take today. Keep this up and Nassau will be the first city where men and women may live as God made them. Easy and free. All it takes is a few drops of blood, sweat, and a swatch of cloth.
We fly no colors out here. Praise the lack of them. So let the black flag signal nothing but your allegiance to man's natural freedoms. This one's yours. Fly it proud.
I will.
A hand over the docket I lent you. If we're to keep our republic afloat, we'll need guns as well as gold.
That means attacking the Navy.
So long as they're flying King Philip's colors will not offend our own monarch.
I believe at this time King Philip was the king of Spain.
As
I
you've
think-
likely seen, the number of merchants roving these waters is 300 the number of military ships.
Aye, easy purchase, but in small doses.
Right. So to lure the Navy out of hiding, it's best to cause a bit of mischief.
Catch a few small fish to attract the big ones.
That's right. So plunder and pillage as you see fit, Captain Kenway.
I'm gonna take that brig on. That brig's got me some metal that I want.
Studs up! Let's get moving!
Sail ho! Military class brig on the horizon.
Good eye, man. Are you ready for this, Kenway? She won't go down without an honest fight.
Who's up for taking that brig, lads? Shout aye! That's a sound I like to hear. Pipe to quarters! All hands to cannons!
Careful around the Navy. They're as likely to ram you as fire a broadside.
Let's test those powder barrels against them.
Aye, good thinking.
No, that was off. Go hit him.
On your mark, come out!
We're ready, sir.
Awaiting orders, sir!
I love the music pickup. I had a rock, didn't I? Yep, well, not good. Not good at all.
Yes, sir! Good shot to cripple her!
Chain shot can take away her speed.
Take some damage here! Fire! Fire! Damn these eyes! Ready to fire! Ready, vulnerable there, Captain! Fire! Fire! Look, Captain, well-placed shot there! Fire! On your mark, Captain! Fire! It's all exposed! Take the shot, sir! Fire!
I really need a ram.
Taking a hit, Cap! Fire! That'll wipe them out!
Over the top, lads! Kick him in the halves! And give him a taste of British steel!
It's unlikely I'm gonna get 10 with this little pea shooter. Nope. I just gotta get over there and get 4. That's not too bad. Another thing I like to do is, like, if there's a gun barrel around, I like to shoot with the gun barrel. Not quite sure what's going on. Need to get out of this swarm. Now, I don't know if you noticed yet, but if you lose a full segment of ship health, you never get that back. But if you don't lose a full segment,
We have looted some goods useful
you
for
will,
We're gonna have... Give me some speed!
you got wood and metal. We're going to take you. What do you have? Rum and sugar. See, the
Crowd it all on!
secret,
Close down!
the side mission or optional objective is to take so much sugar. But wait, how much? He's got 10 sugar. He's got wood and metal. Now let's just get through the metal. The sugar and rum's only good to sell. So, like, if we were strapped for cash, yeah, but we're not. I probably really shouldn't ram them.
Fire! He's right there, Captain! Fire! Ready to fire, sir!
Turn it a little bit more.
Fire! Look, Captain!
Fire.
Put a shot right through there! Fire! Keep out of our way! Cannon! Full sail! Full sail! Fire! That'll wipe him out! Fire! Goes the gallant deployed!
Don't worry about that.
Fire!
Rock.
Weak is right there, Captain! Fire! Fire! Take a shot right there, sir! Fire! Crowd on
We
every
need more guns. Most of that in the water. Brace.
Fire! In the there, sir! That'll wipe him out! Fire! Ready to fire, sir!
I rocked, didn't I?
Brace! Take hand to the hip, sir! Vulnerable there, Captain!
swords this time. I'm not doing too bad.
That was a rumble, by God. How do we fare?
A fine purchase, no mistake. Now I think it's time to lay low and bribe our way back into secrecy.
Agreed. So, how do we get rid of this notoriety we've stirred up?
Money, my boy. A well-placed bribe to the right government official will see the military off your tail.
Right, let's do that. I'll need to meet these good Samaritans at some point.
Smart thinking.
Muzzle that duck, my trumps!
So, if you might have noticed, the game has gone from taking your standard notoriety in the cities and just putting it to your ship. You no longer get notorious within cities, but you can become chased and seen and by the guards and such, but the notoriety really comes from the ship and everything you do on the Caribbean Sea. Reach the cabin. And this is where we learn about the oh, no, broadside cabin. I thought that was where we learned about Kenway's fleet. Broadside cannons. Anything else we can buy while we're in here? No. Can we change the appearance while we're in here? I know we have to buy a lot of things, but I think I get some stuff from like Uplay and such. Yep. All the stuff that I bought when I first got the game, and then some of the other stuff. Eagle. No. Actually, the one I like the most is the Royal Fortune figurehead. Let's see what wheel we have here. Let's take the Elite wheel. And then let's take a quick look at sales again. I don't like that one. I don't like that one. Both of those I could care less about. Or that one. Diamond sails are pretty cool. What about black and red? What do they look like? Nah, let's take the diamond ones. I like the bright green. I like to stand out. Funny. I like wearing the standard assassin robes that your character runs, but I love pimping out the ship. It's weird.
You're a wonder, Kenway. You've a knack for this kind of work.
It ain't work if you love it.
Sarge.
But I ain't doing this forever, lads. Only until I get enough coin to buy some land and influence back home.
Jesus, will you listen to your tripe? Still dreaming on about that strumpet back in England when you could have anybody you wanted here and now.
Ah, such lofty goals for you gents. And here I thought I was in the company of scoundrels.
I don't think Blackbeard likes that wine.
Fine purchase today. What's the crew's mood?
All smiles and no teeth. And there's a few talking about meeting with Master Kid to steal from a nearby plantation.
Plantation? That's ambitious.
Profitable too, if we can manage it.
Aye. It's a good idea.
Oh, and I didn't plunder a hunter ship. I didn't even get one. One didn't even show up. Yeah, it's just you gotta spend a lot of time out there to do that.
As much sail as you can!
Loose topsails, gallants and royals!
Fire barrel,
I would say the danger has
civilian
passed.
ship. Oh, those weren't even green. They're gold. At least I think they're gold. It's hard to tell. Oh, rum and sugar. Dry tortuga. Bullshit.
Hey boys! Oh, don't just hear the old man say goodbye, fare ye well, goodbye, fare ye well. Oh, don't just hear the old man say, hurrah, me boys, we're homeward bound. We're homeward bound to Liverpool town.
I'm seriously on the wrong side of the war, on the wrong side of the island.
Where all of them duties they will come down.
Bullshark. Yep.
And when we get to the Odyssey gates, goodbye, fare ye well, goodbye, fare ye well. Oh, Sally and Polly for the flashmen do wait.
I got sugar and upgrades are available. Ooh, he's got wood. We're taking that one.
Oh, here he comes Johnny with 40 months' pay. Well, meet these fly
Some
gals
metal.
and we'll ring the old bell. Goodbye, fare ye well, goodbye, fare ye
Enemy making for us, sir!
Fire!
We're gonna hit 'em! Fire! Ready to fire! Reel the lovers in! Take the prize! Return!
That was a bad shot. Like, really bad shot.
I'm not desperate!
Don't need it for anything, really. That cutscene, though, for the three that they chose to use
We now have
for
the materials required to make the ship stronger, sir.
repairing and lowering water level and sending to Kenway's fleet, they get tiresome because it's the same one over and over and over again.
you young sailor and listen to me. I'll sing you a song of Stops the ale with a slippery tail, climbs up aloft and reefs the topsail, and it's windy weather, or stormy weather.
Cruiser! Eat her sticks!
Ahoy aloft! Bring it all in!
You realize that she was on, kid was on this little bitty island. It's the gold one. Is this a community chest? 3,500 reales. Wow.
Why, look! It's the bastard son of the late William Kidd. Still a mere boy, and yet 10 times the demon his father was.
Fancy seeing you here, Kenway. Still looking sleek and mean. Did you steal that costume from a dandy in Havana?
No, sir. I found this on a corpse. One that was walking about and talking shite to my face only moments before.
Huh.
So, what's this I hear about a planned raid on a plantation? Not keeping secrets from me, are you?
Not very well. Every day, schooners packed with sugar sail past, coming from plantations nearby. Most times they stop here, sell off a few crates. There's one man visiting today that'd earn you a fine profit. So if you'd like to rob his plantation, I'll point him out.
I would. Is it a Mr. Beckford that owns this plantation?
That's the man. He owns dozens round these islands, and he's bloody rich.
Just the sort I like to see robbed.
His agent is around here somewhere. Find and follow him, and he'll lead you straight to your prize.
Why don't you just tell me where his plantation is to begin with?
With trader prices, Mr. Beckford knows are fair, and with a quality he knows is
Oh,
sound.
because he's the big pompous guy with the big suit.
It saddens me to hear your saying. But despite the waywardness of your enterprise here, I understand that you are men of discernment.
Is that my ship? That is my ship. He looks like a Commodore or something. You can't see me. When did I get the... Hi, fellas. You guys might want to put a shirt on or something. You'll, burn in this Caribbean sun. Fire in the middle of the day, huh?
Yes? You want something? Are you looking for... Not worth the effort.
I don't get how he could not see me get in there. Like, real. For real. That must be his ship.
Burford, Manning, to me. We've done with this place.
Aye, sir. What's our course?
We'll return to the plantation and there take stock of our inventory. It was a good harvest this year.
You might not talk so loud, sir. This ain't anything like a friendly war, Ken.
Nonsense, man. I had a delightful conversation with a chap just now. We came to quite an understanding. As you see,
Sir.
all up and unfurl, boys. We're going home.
Time to reach the wheel of the jackdaw. Thankfully, they parked so close to this little barge there that I didn't have to swim. Like it was, I don't know, planned?
Captain, you have the look of a man crafting a bold idea. A look I've seen before.
You mark well, Andy. I've just overheard one of the Beckford's men talking grandly about his plantation and all the cargo he's keeping there, and it gave me the idea that I might take these goods off him and sell them off for a better price than he'd ever ask.
Ah, a man of vision. I like this idea.
Oh boy, the HMS Glory. As much as I would love to take that ship, I do not have the ability. Well, alright, let me take that back. Ability doesn't have anything to do with it at this point. My ship is so underpowered to be able to
Hold, Andy. There's trouble afoot.
even think about taking that ship. It's not even funny. I do feel a sneeze coming on though. Could be bad. And I'm going to apologize beforehand, because it's going to be loud. It wasn't me. I'd love to make these guys sing, but I'd probably get caught. We don't want that to happen. Fire barrels. There's the ship that we want to take. Another level 1 gunboat. Oh, this could be rough.
Loose all and trim sharp
Didn't
to the
realize
wind.
we weren't at full sail.
She's a good sailor. Now prove it, my trumps.
Oh, because there's a treasure on that shit on that beach. But why did it make me look there? I'm gonna go. Well, oh, we can go this way. Nope, nope, that ain't gonna happen.
Full for all your work.
Clues down, catch some wind.
Not good. We're gonna
Get up those shrouds.
probably desync.
Grab 'em duck on the wind.
Aloft, lads. Check those royals.
So we gotta go around that ship. And he turned a hard right.
This man's working for Peter Beckford's people. Do you know them? The Beckfords and their sugar empire.
Aye. The Beckfords and the Draxes. I never worked their plantations, but I knew their names from hearing other men curse them.
But you worked a plantation, no?
A modest one, aye. As a striker in the boiling house.
Boiling house? Was it water they boiled? Or something else?
Cane juices. It's a hard process making sugar. Dangerous, too. Must be why it fetches such a dear price.
What's it like? Toiling on a plantation day and night.
Well, with the cane sugar cut and harvested, it's run between two metal rollers that crush the juice from the plant. After collecting the juice, it was time to boil away the water from the sugar. This we did in thatches made of copper. Let me tell you, brother, boiling sugar is near the hottest thing on earth. Just a touch on the skin will stick like birdlime and burn on, leaving a terrible scar.
Jesus.
This gale's got teeth, Captain.
All weather there, Captain. Puffs, gallants, royals, studs.
Here we are.
It's a risk to enter too close. The soldiers roving the plantation would catch us for sure.
Drop here then and sneak ashore. We'll look after the jackdaw.
Alright, here we go.
such disarray?
Bit of a do, sir, that's all. It's Wilmington's birthday.
And you saw fit to get pickled on duty?
No bother, sir. We've everything sorted.
We'll soon see, won't we? For you must double the watch this evening.
Double, sir? Whatever for?
I believe I was followed here, young man. By pirates, if my eyes honour me, though the ship was uncommonly large for such rascals. Certainly wasn't slavers, though, not a ship that size. In any case, double the watch. And keep your damned eyes wide for anything suspicious. You up there! Look alive, man! You've a job to do!
Apologies, sir. I'll keep my eyes peeled.
I wonder where that phrase came from, because I still hear it and say it.
For God's sake, what the hell is going on here today? How do you suppose you'll be able to ring that alarm if you're piss drunk and barely able to stand?
Forgive me, sir. I am fit and able. If I see any strangeness about,
He's
you'll hear the
pissed.
bell ringing straight away, I promise.
So drunk it's not even funny. And the slaves, they don't care if you're around or not. They won't say anything.
I'd like to speak to the man in charge here. I require entrance to the warehouse. Which of you dogs has the key to the warehouse, huh? Now you work. The key, goddammit! Someone find me the key! Casse won't take kindly to broken goods. Is there no one sober here? Fetch me the warehouse key, if you please. Master won't take kindly to broken goods. Key to the task in hand. Stop there, you! Come back, you weak-kneed coward! Key to the task in hand.
Which one do you think's gonna come at me? Oh, they both are. That could be a problem.
Kind of look like after the blaster! Alarm! Help me, damn it! Interloper! Raise the alarm!
Well, at least that one's not gonna hit anything. That one, on the other hand. Who's that guy I followed?
Intruder! I need some help here!
No, you don't. And that's how we loot a warehouse, kids! A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff for looting a warehouse. actually back to the boat. Took me a second. I didn't realize that I didn't automatically go back to the boat.
Give me some speed! All sail! She'll take it!
Furl the mizzen topper!
Crowd on every inch of sail!
Loose tops and royals!
Refit all top!
Furl all sail! Do you hear the news?
Protect my ship, Addy.
Hands in the water!
Oh, those are sea turtles. Like, what are those things? Sea turtles! So cute. I'm on the right island, right?
Here's to our pirate republic, lads. We're prosperous, free, and out the reach of kings, clergy, and debt collectors.
Near 500 men now pledge their allegiance to the Brethren of the Coast in Nassau. Not a bad number.
Truth. Yet we lack sturdy defenses. If the king were to attack the town, he'd trample us.
Then let us find the observatory. If it does what these Templars claim, we'll be unbeatable.
Not that twaddle again, can we? It's a story for schoolboys. I mean, proper defenses. Steal a galleon, shift all the guns to one side. Would make a nice ornament for one of our harbors.
It will not be easy to steal a full Spanish galleon. Have you one in mind?
I do, sir. And I'll show you. She's a fussock, she is. Fat and slow.
Your jackdaw handles nice. Pinched her from the Spanish, was it?
Aye. In the midst of a hurricane.
Just before the treasure fleet was smashed against the shore.
Was the haul aboard as rich as men are saying?
1,000 times that. I reckon £1 million worth of reals was sunk that day.
Devil love a hurricane. We have a dive there one day. See what we can rummage up.
Diving them wrecks would be a nice change of pace for us. No need for violent actions against merchants and such.
Well, that's some soft talk coming from a pirate. And as it happens, I mostly agree. We'll save the clashing of cutlasses for the military. And them that get in our way.
Winds are blowing.
Storm there, Captain!
That's all. Let's get moving.
Sing me a song, boys.
Larboard! Some wrecked cargo adrift here, sir.
schooner. Gunboat.
Easy as she goes. No telling what you may find out here.
Like staring through a waterfall.
Don't soil your breeches, lads. I
Santa
got this.
Luna. El Arca del Maestro. Lucia. Santa Rosa.
Cruiser! Eat her sticks!
All in those halyards! Heave!
Get the mainsails into the wind!
Sheets trim too! Hearty! I said hearty!
Everything out, let's go. There, that's what I'm looking for.
That ship's a monster. Look at the size of her.
Aye, and we'd not last long face to face with her. Hear that, Kenway? Keep your distance. We'll strike when fortune favors us.
Under cover of darkness, most likely.
Aye, it may come to that. Loose all and trim sharp to the wind!
More sail! Give me more sail!
Amazes me that nobody can see me. Hey, a white whale! The rarest of all community finds. Watched a friend of mine recently stream, and the game's 5 years old, and they've played it before, and it was their first white whale. Achievement click for sending all of the community events. There's the white whale. There, I believe a community chest and a community fleet that would end up having like 50,000 reales on it. It's crazy. I'm not even gonna try that white whale. You need to have upgraded whaling equipment, or you're not gonna get that whale. And seriously, how can they not see me? Is it just because they don't look behind them?
Ghost the gallants and royals! Grounded all on!
Warship incoming, Captain! That's the man of war, sir! Spaniards! They're all alone, sir!
Turned sharp on me and I didn't see it coming. Now that ship should be able to see me from here too. Really wish they'd sing. But, you know, tailing a ship, we sing and we're gonna get caught.
Charles, as reckless as they come.
An old friend of yours.
Not a man I'd call a friend. But we've been doing this kind of work for so long, I can't help but respect him. Crowd on every inch of...
Look, they fire mortars, Captain!
Fire!
On your mark, come in!
Fire!
Look, Captain, the whole place shot down!
Fire!
Awaiting orders, sir!
I want mortars.
Weakest right there, come in! I got us!
Charles Vane, slinking off with his tail between his legs. That's good news for us.
Bleeding bastards! We'll have to deal with this further fast. Forget the guy! Send these in or they'll now! Fire!
Failed all over, didn't I?
Fire! Fire! Come! Fire! Breaking action! There they go! Fire! And fire! We're ready, sir! Fire! 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 We're ready, sir! Fire! Here it comes! Steady lads! Fire! Down they go! Fancy a wee Fire! Ready to fire, sir! Fire! Down to the drink! Fire! They're on the ball line!
I think I got lucky there.
She's sailing for that island.
I know the place. Natural stronghold used by a French captain named Casse.
Julien de Casse, the Templar.
Name's right. Didn't know he had a title.
I know the man. And if he sees my ship, he'll know it from his time in Havana, meaning he may wonder at who's sailing her now. I can't risk that.
And I don't want to lose that galleon. Let's think on it. Maybe wait till it's dark before hopping aboard.
Well, since they mentioned him, why are you up there?
Captain has the helm.
All right. So, while we're since we've spoke about him, let's start. Whoa! Talking about Julien de Casse. He might be a historical guy, but I really couldn't find anything solid on him. But it was said within lore that he isn't the nephew of Jean-Baptiste de Casse, who is real, legitimate historical figure. Julien would be born in Montpellier, France in 1682. Everything I'm about to tell you is from lore within that we get from auxiliary bits of Assassin's Creed lore. During the War of Spanish Succession, Casse would become disgusted in both the French and Spanish monarchy's navy for choosing reputation and bloodlines over talent and skill. In 1704, he would desert the French Navy during the Battle of Velez Malaga and would travel to the New World. I think I was supposed to turn in there. Yep, I was. Looks like I'll have to go around this ship here. He would work in Africa as a slave trader, but found that he was lacking the cruelty and disattachment that is needed to partake in that trade. After a year in this work, he would travel west to the West Indies in search of something more. Spending the next 10 years as a mercenary, willing to work for anyone. It was this work that would lead him to this cutscene.
Gentlemen, as is custom among our kind, we do not plunge headlong into folly on the orders of a single madman, but act according to our own collective madness. The object of our attention is a square-rigged galleon, and we want her for the advantage she'll bring Nassau. So I'll put it to the vote. All those in favor of storming this cove and taking this ship, stomp and shout aye! Aye! Those who oppose, whimper nay.
Never was the King's Council so unified.
So it was the mercenary work that would bring Julien Casse in contact with Governor Torres. And it was this contact that would end up leading to that meeting that we saw where he would be inducted into the Templar Order by Torres. Now, if you remember, I asked if that was their first meeting, if they were all Templars already at this point, and that really answered that question, that was their first meeting of everyone, and everyone there, except maybe El Tiburon. I'm not sure if he was Templar or not, or if he was just like paid guard. But that would be essentially their first Templar meeting, and where I would say Governor Torres established the Caribbean rite of the Templar Brotherhood, Templar Order. Really, it's almost all the same when you look at Brotherhood, and Order, and creeds.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I found on Julien Casse. Now, let's go kill him. Why are there these aren't French, these are Spanish soldiers here? Come on. Probably would have been better just to go back up there and climb. I really enjoy the fast assassinations where you just pick them up off the ground with their blades and just slam them back down. So, it looks like I have to go around. I really hope I just didn't make myself go backwards. Oh, there's people through here to kill. Or sneak around. Wish I had like berserk or sleep darts or something to not stress about these guys. Is that a boar? Yeah. There's some sort of boar. Maybe a pig. Oh, that could have been particularly bad. Well, that worked out smoother than I anticipated. Oh, I thought that tiki torch was somebody's head. Air assassinate Casse. Oh, I thought they were able to do that. Somebody else see me get through here? Somehow he didn't see me. That's pretty good. Didn't want to do that. Get out of the tree. Alright. Weirdo. Hopefully I can get this guy. Yep. Oh, well. Much better than I anticipated. I don't know why he's climbing that. I don't want you to. You need to get up on the ship. On the big ship. So Casse is going to be on the tiny ship.
This is the last time we will see land for a month.
Well, I found him. men on board.
We'll weigh anchor before dawn.
Remember the gift you gave me? Well, it answers just fine.
Fils de putain! As bold as a musket ball, and still half as sharp. Ah!
I'm sorry about this, mate. But I can't risk you telling your Templar friends about me still kicking around.
I pity you, Boucanier. After all you have seen, after all we showed you of our order, still you embrace the life of an ignorant and aimless rogue.
What's this?
Is petty larceny the extent of your ambition? Have you no mind to comprehend the scope of ours? All the empires on Earth abolished, a free and open world, without parasites like you. Que l'enfer que tu trouveras soit le fruit de ton insouciance.
I wonder how much of that Edward understood, if he understood French or not.
The cove is ours!
Hey. I just saw you were logging out, so I thought I'd stop by and give you something. A little welcome gift. We give awards to our top-notch employees for doing quality work. And they're nice to have since there's no official bonus scheme here. I already have about 11 or so. Oh. Bonjour? Of course. I'll pass it on. Well, looks like Olivier wants to meet with you. It's exciting. Follow me. It's on the top floor, so it's not hard to find. But the rest of this building can be confusing to first-timers, so we had the tools team whip up a great map application. Check your communicator. I added a waypoint to Olivier's office. Should be easy to find. Olivier's a nice guy. He won't bite.
I'm sure.
Hello? Hi? Testing. Is this thing working? This is John from IT. We met earlier. I was calibrating your animus. I'm sort of the Scotty of this Abstergo enterprise, in charge of all the techie stuff.
Beautiful city that they're in, isn't it?
Ah, damn it.
Montreal.
The tracker says you're on your way to Olivier's office. All right. I'll ping you when you're done. I have a favor to ask.
Bonjour. Go right in. He's waiting for you.
Good, I wasn't gonna wait. But you can open the door.
Well, unless you are specifically ordering me to abandon it, I won't jeopardize our flagship project. Edward Kenway is the... But this is how Hollywood got its start, right? With pirate movies. Douglas Fairbanks, Errol Flynn, and now we have access to the real deal. Wait. Exactly. We'll talk about all that together at the shareholders event. Right. Looking forward to seeing you too. Take care, Laetitia. Salut! Hi, thanks for coming in. I know you're busy. So I reviewed some of your data. pretty raw stuff. Obviously, we need to scrub off some of the dirt to make it family-friendly. Maybe give Edward a voice like James Bond or something. More of a ladies' man. A beautiful city, no? So the main reason I asked you here concerns something called the observatory. It's been mentioned a few times in the footage you found. I'd like to encourage you to focus on locating this specific set of memories as soon as possible. If it were up to me, on s'en crisse. I wouldn't bother. But some bigwigs at Abstergo Industries have been hounding me for days. So, follow whatever leads you find, and hopefully we can... Oh, incoming call. I have to take this. We'll keep in touch. Bonne journée. Alan, bonjour. Oui, tout va bien. Naturellement.
Alan Ricken, the CEO of Abstergo Industries.
Hi, John from IT again. You got a second? Good. I'm adding a waypoint to your map. So, a colleague of yours left for vacation this morning and forgot to send a video file she promised me. Since I hate just about everyone else on your
That was
floor,
down here.
I was
My
hoping
bad.
you could help me. Could you transfer the file from her computer and deliver it to the courier when she comes? It'll be easy. You just wander over to their Animus, log in, and transfer the file. Easy. And please be snappy before I find a reason to hate you too. A locked door? Not a problem. That's the advantage of me having level 1 security clearance. Now, you do too. Don't abuse it. Log on and I'll walk you through this. Now, you need to bypass the core to find the data inside. Once you reach it, your communicator will download it automatically. You need to find your way around the core to reach the data inside.
To remember how to do it. There it is.
You cracked it. Good. The file should be downloading. I set up a database for any data you find. Just look for the My File section in your communicator, and you'll be redirected right away. Everything you download will be found in there. Protected by a firewall, of course.
December 23rd, 2012. Sample Recovery Unit Team Lead Fisher Case reporting on Subject 17, Desmond Miles. The subject was deceased and unattended. Time of death was placed around 00 hours and 7 minutes, with conditions favorable for DNA sample recovery. We had some initial concerns about interference in the vault, but given the skill and talent of this team, we were able to capture useful data. I personally retrieved the subject's backpack and extracted a number of objects of interest to undergo detailed analysis. The subject displayed burns to the right hand, severe enough to fuse the bones, indicating some kind of spontaneous, intense burn trauma. Honestly, we've never seen anything like it before. Head, neck, and torso remained in good condition. I hand-selected recovery agents to retrieve fluid samples, blood and saliva. We then commenced material extraction and were able to preserve several exemplary samples. Data analysis and sequencing is already underway, and I'm told proceeding with exceptional ease thanks to the cloud database and the work of Abstergo Sample Recovery Unit 3. The legacy of Subject 17 will continue uninhibited as Sample 17.
Well, there's our answer on what happened to Desmond. He died at the end of 3. That's unfortunate.
Oh, you're better at this than I'd hoped. Now zip on down to the lobby. Come on. See that file you acquired? I wouldn't recommend watching it. I mean, you could, but it's unpleasant. So once you hand it off, just pretend this never happened, okay? Otherwise, you'll just go to bed feeling sad. Anyway, the courier should be waiting downstairs. She's been here a while. I suppose it goes without saying, just because you now know how to hack all your colleagues' computers, it doesn't mean you should. I mean, not every day, right? No, seriously, though, that's illegal, so don't be a dick. Unless that's your nature.
I am not sure I can keep this up, you know? This job is well below my skill level.
Yeah, well, your coffee is shit. You could use some practice.
What? No. I followed that recipe to the letter.
It's an art, Sean, not a science.
Oh, look who's here. So you didn't forget, after all. You're just incredibly rude. And made poor Rebecca here wait for nearly 30 minutes.
You limey. Be nice. Sorry about him. He's high on his own supply. So, how should we do this? Data transfer? Great. That should do it. We'll email you the receipt. Till next time. Take care, Sean.
Bye-bye, yes, bye. And don't expect any more free coffee. Arrogant. She's great, isn't she?
It's things like that.
Hey, I just got word the courier has come and gone. Wonderful, you're a miracle. No, that's an exaggeration. You're not a miracle. You're an employee, doing a job. But thanks for helping out. Anyway, thanks. Have fun pirating.
Don't like that guy. But, we're going to walk up to the Animus, we're going to load it up, and that's going to be the end of sequence number 3.
Assistance au niveau 2, projet échantillon 17. Support to the second floor, sample 17 project.
So, with that being said, and end of sequence 3, nope, we don't want to watch this.
Oi.
I guess we'll watch
Where you
it.
going, the market?
No, My parents have asked me to come live with them, and I'd like to.
Oh, what do you mean, live with them? You live here with me.
I'm sorry, Edward, but my father is right. You had a decent wage when you worked the farm. Why can you not be satisfied with that? With me?
Decent wage? That job was near as damn it to robbery. You want to be married to a peasant the whole of your life?
All right, Edward. All right.
You leave now, Caroline. You'll never know what's coming to us. Caroline! Caroline!
Let me pause it so I can say goodnight. There we go. Alright, so that was the end of sequence number 3. We saw a little bit of Nassau. We talked a little bit about Julien de Casse. And we found out what happened to Desmond. I hope that you have enjoyed it as much as I have enjoyed presenting it. If you like what I've shown you tonight, go ahead and take a look at the description. You'll find links for my social media and my website. And as always, you can like and subscribe. And until next time, have a great night.